Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Durant. Edwards is out there with Curry. Then it's MP. And it's James in at the 4 spot.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week, one great show after another. Well, you can't expect Lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Now, we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Brunson driving inside.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Now the West with the ball. And here's MP for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now here's Brunson. A floater. Curry was a nice D. Brunson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Back to MP. Some nice passing here by the West. KD dishes to MP. Back to Durant. Banked in off the glass.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. 4-point game. Outside Tatum. The tray. It's rebounded by the West. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Shoots from the baseline, and James gets it to go on the assist by MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by MP. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Joel Embiid is checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Doncic is checked in for Edwards. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best.
Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness. Oh! How about that?
Now Brunson. Pass to Embiid. Fades back. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. LeBron outside. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his third assist on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. All-Stars making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 11. Halliburton passes to Tatum. Outside, out of Antetokounmpo. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by MP.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
On its way from Curry for two. Again, the West All-Stars.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Inside, Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And here's MP for three. Traps in the tray. MP's got 13 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And stolen by James. Here's Curry. Finished off the break.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
There's Embiid.
A big swat and rejection by MP. He had to really love that one.
Curry, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Embiid wide open. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Brunson draws the double. Down low. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
MP, that's for two. Floats it up for James.
Excellent all-around performance points so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum.
Oh, what a shot! And so it's MP making things happen for the West All-Stars. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers. Some changes here for the East. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Banchero. Tatum comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Damian Lillard. The West also making some changes. MP's checked in for Anthony Davis. LeBron comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Stephen Curry in for Luka Doncic. The East trail by 16.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprise. Oh, man. An athletic forward who dunks it with style, showing off his dunking ability right there.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by MP.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
The West leading by 14 to the inside. James kicks to MP. It's Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 8th assist in the game. There's Giannis with the slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And so it's the West All-Stars riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Jason Tatum is out there with Paul George. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Antetokounmpo into the center position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself is Jason Tatum.
And the second free throw, good. The West leading by 17. The 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here are the East All-Stars. Great D that time from Edwards.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
MP dishes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now, here is George. Pass to Tatum. The 3. They get it again. Tatum's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 10.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And really, this has been an MVP caliber performance. Guys, he's been terrific.
Yeah, he has been. It's going to be a very easy job for the voters this year.
Good ball movement here by the East. The rebound by Edwards. George has gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Here's MP. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And so George will bring it up for the East. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yo, 2K, why can I not press nothing?
The West All-Stars on D. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Giannis against MP. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside, George launches it, and Curry pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Brunson the pass to George. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Whoa. A solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And MP throws it down.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Runs in the pass to George to stop the run. That one doesn't go.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm. And, man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
He's with the ball. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Edwards. Fires it up. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And the West All-Stars with possession. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And here's MP for three. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 35.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Edwards finds MP. And the three off target. And here is the East now. Mitchell is double. George passes to Brunson. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by MP. To the middle. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to MP. KD's got 12 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Some changes here for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Banchero. Tatum comes in for Butler. And it's Paul George in for Donovan Mitchell. MP's checked in for the West. And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got MP, Devin Booker out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard. Tatum's gone 3 of 10 shooting so far, only 30%. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander hits it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Three-pointer, Lillard, kept alive.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Bucket is good.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And, Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. And they double up MP. And Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
And here are the East All-Stars now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Count the basket.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And the rejection by MP. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the East. Jalen Brunson comes in for Damian Lillard. Out to Brunson. Good ball movement here by the East. A good look from Embiid. It's rebounded by the West.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And here's MP for three. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 40 points.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the West All-Stars.
Booker with the screen for MP. From about 16, again, the West All-Stars.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
Here's Mitchell. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching, but I read a lot about them. Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Here's Brunson. And he makes good on the layup.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
From the wing. It's hauled in by George.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Tatum. It's hauled in by MP. Now the West with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. From past the arc, knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 47 points.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
Giannis, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Lets it go from deep. And the West hit again from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Up again. Anthony Davis with the rebound. On the wing, MP. Covered by Mitchell. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Hampton, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.